So I'm going to start putting the roof rails on, and I guess the first thing is to peel off all this old tape that we put on to protect it from being scratched. I don't know if you can see that. I've got my phone here so I can see what the camera's showing. And one of the first things I want to do is just clean the top. Make sure there's no dirt on it. Just using a little alcohol. It's not that it's very dirty, it's just I want the rails to sit flush with the top of the roof. So I'm just making sure there's no little pieces of dirt underneath it. And gonna try out my new trusty drill. It's not mine, it's the wife's drill. I have a drill, but I use it all the time, and she got mad because I was using it one day. So she went out and she bought a drill secretly, and it's been hidden in a drawer, and I found it. And it was her drill, and I wasn't allowed to use it. But I've got permission to use it now. It's really a nice drill. One of the features I like is it's got this, usually got to hold the chuck down to tighten it. But this one, you just turn this blue lever here and it unloads it. And if you put something in, you just turn it the other way and it locks it in place automatically. My drill doesn't have any of those fancy features. So I'm going to get my drill bits and let's see if I can open it. Oh, I think I locked it. There we go. So we've got some drill bits. And need to get the rails. And some scissors. Okay. So we're gonna cut them out of the package and open it up. Okay. Oh, that one's a little stuck. There we go. Roof rails, instructions. And we've got some little things here. What do we got? Got a, let's see, nothing important. Oh, some screws. I need those. I'm gonna cut the screws open. For now, I'm just gonna put them here. Like that. And roof rails. Let me get my glasses. Let's see. Okay, pretty simple. As you can see, there's not much to it. So let's see, so the roof rails, they're locked in the plastic here, so I think what I'm going to do is get my X-Acto knife. And let's see, there are some screws. Okay, got my X-Acto knife. Put that back. And I'm gonna cut these. One, cut this one off. Okay, one. You. That's not good. There we go. That's a little better. One, two. There we go. Maybe trim these off a little bit. It bent it again. I think this X-Acto knife is a little bigger than the blade I'm using in. That's why they're bending back. I'll have to look for my other ones that are a lot better than this. So let's just scrape these. It's nice. That's not too bad. Let's just give it a little scrape with the knife. Nice and flush. Now the holes I have to drill are going to have to be that big. And I think this one will do just fine. Let's put it in the drill. And there we go. And that's done the right way. It's all set. So I think to get these in properly is I have to look at this, the bottom piece. Now to drill the holes in the right place, I know this goes underneath and there's no holes on the top. So I guess the best way to do this would be to lay these down on the top exactly where it's going to sit. And I just want to grab one of the rails and see how far in. So it's kind of centered to that. So if this runs against, there's a little bump here. So if this runs against a little bump, that should be perfect. And I think what I'll do is put a little painter's tape. Don't you love having a nice organized work area? You know where everything is. So let's get a couple pieces of tape here. So let's see. So if it goes like that, that's about centered. That's good. And put that one there. It's pretty good. That'll hold it well enough. So if this sits on it, let's look at the holes underneath. That'll sit approximately like that. That's pretty good. Actually, there's a sharp end on the back, and I think the front's got the slope, the gradual slope. I think I'll put the slope in the front. I don't know if it really matters. And the holes line up. So put this on. See, that's pretty good. I kind of like that. That's a good position. Now, what we have to do is take the other rail. Just want to make sure holes all line up. And I can put this one like that. That'll be good. Let's get a couple pieces of tape here. And debating whether I should measure it to make sure they're on. You know, This wouldn't hurt. Ruler. I'm gonna have to find a ruler. Let me see.
6.5 hours later.
They're in the drawer. I have to remember that. They're in the drawer. I used to have them on the shelf, but I moved them. So I guess the best way of doing this is to measure the end. Let's see. It's about... let's do it this way. So it's about 1.25 inches from the end. 1.25 inches. So it has to go forward just a bit. Let's check that. Let's see, that's about 1.25 inches. Okay.
You recording?
Yep. Quarter. That's pretty good. Okay. Looks good. Let's put the other piece of tape here. And sure that looks good. I'm just gonna do a fit by eye. I want the nice gradual slope in the front. So I'll go there. And that'll roughly go here. Like that. That looks not bad. Kind of like that. Okay, I think that'll be just perfect. So now what we have to do is make sure the tape's on really good, so we drill our holes. Okay, that's good. Let's do this one. And okay, got all our holes drilled. tune it up a little bit. And make sure that looks good. And that looks good. Okay. So now let's take our rails off. There we go. Looks good. You know what I need is a better garbage can. Throw this out. I've got my old Star Wars. I went and saw The Rise of Skywalker, and I bought one of these. It's really nice. Containers for popcorn. I guess you could use that as a garbage can. Pretty good. See, putting some dowels in it and stuff. But, that'll work out nice. So now we turn it over. As you can see, we've Gorilla Taped the inside of the body. Makes it a lot firmer. Gorilla Tape will make your body last a lot longer. I've run cars without Gorilla Tape, with Gorilla Tape. There's different ways of doing it. You've got Gorilla Tape, you've got some guys who use that drywall stuff they use for drywall patching. It's like a sticky mesh, and then they'll put chew goo in and stuff, and I played around with it. It just makes a mess to me. Just very messy, and I don't know how much longer it lasts than the Gorilla Tape does, and the Gorilla Tape is pretty good. I don't know if you've ever used shoe goo. That stuff, it sets up pretty quick, and it's the messiest stuff you can find. Now this is interesting. There's some skeletal bars that run on the inside. Luckily, I drilled my holes just, I think, far enough to get them in under that. Let's see. Let's get a screwdriver for these. It'd probably be easier to put them in. All I'm doing now is I just want to kind of push them through the tape. Okay. It's a little tricky getting, there we go, got one in. Got one in the middle. Come on, get on there, you. And this one's off a little bit. I should be able to get it in. Here we go, we got two. And the third one, if I can get that in, then I know it'll work, because the other one's basically the same distance from the skeletal thing. You know what I need? I'll get the X-Acto blade. I pushed it under. There we go. You know what I need? I need my magnetic ones. I think these are magnetic. I can make them magnetic. I think I have a magnet somewhere. I just gotta find it. There we go. 3 of those in. Let's see what it looks like on the top. Not bad. That looks good. clean off any debris that's around there. Okay, that's good. As you can see, fits in not too bad. Let's put the other side in. I don't think it matters which way they sit. Let's do the middle one first. And it seems a little easier if I get the bar in. There we go. One. Okay, let's see. Let's get this guy in. There we go. Two. And the last one. And we can tighten it up. Yep. Definitely not magnetic. I remember putting some magnetism on it way back when, but I guess over the years it wore off. I'll have to redo them. What I'm going to do is try and push this under the piece of plastic a bit more. Yeah, okay. Just put it in the hole here first. There we go. That looks good. Means we've got our holes drilled in the right location. Not bad. Now, the tricky part is holding these on. I seem to match the holes pretty well. So what I want to do is just get each one of these started. Now I think I'm going to just put it in lap here. But you know what? Tape is our friend. Let's just what I'm going to do is put it there, and then I'm just going to put a couple of pieces of tape to kind of hold it up right on the hole. There we go. It's working. It looks like I ran out of battery. I was doing some test recording the other day, and I think I used up more battery than I thought. The batteries last quite a while on them. And I've got two, so I'm using my second battery now. That's pretty good. So what we're doing is we're just taping these on. Where are my glasses? There we go. Blind without my glasses. I can see far really well, but up close, yeah. It's when I had the eye surgery done. It's funny, when I was younger I could see close really well, but not far. And I needed glasses for that. There we go. That's pretty good. And after the eye surgery, one of the things is you lose your up close vision a little bit. It's not that bad, but when you're doing fine work, I get these just reading glasses. There we go. I'll put some tape on the other side. There we go. Okay. So now, what I'm going to try and do, it's hard to reach. And all I want to do is just get them started. There, I got that one started. Let's see if we can get this one started. That one started. And let's try the middle. Can get that one going. There we go. Those three are in the plastic, ready to go. Let's see if we can get this one the same way. Okay, one on the end started in the plastic. That one on the other end. Let's see if we can get the middle one going. That one's moved off, that's why. There we go. Okay, middle started. And the one on the end started. There we go. We got them going now. I had screwed them on by hand for Christmas. Penny bought me one of these really neat cordless screwdrivers. It's variable speed. And one of the nice things about it, I thought I would never use it, but if you push the end in, it turns and you got all these different configurations you can use. Now, I didn't think I would ever use that, but I was working on the car and I had to get to a bolt, a hex bolt, and I had trouble with the wrenches. And I used this and I just bent it and it worked fine. So I'm going to use a correct size bit for this. I bought a set of metric hex bits from Amazon. So let's see, let's put this back and see if it's going the right way. No, wrong way. Let's see, tighty righty, lefty loosey. Lefty loose, loosey. Loosely, I don't know. Now I don't put them all the way in. I just get them about 95% in. This way I can hand tighten them, especially in plastic. There we go. And the other one. Okay, that's good. Let's do the one on this end. Okay, lift that up. Go to the next one. It's mostly in. Okay. So that looks good. Now what I'm going to do is that the wrench? Yeah. So I'm not putting these in super tight. They're only going into plastic, so I'm just going to make them snug. There. Snug. Snug. And a little snug there. Snug. There we go. Ooh, looks nice. Let's take off my tape. Use my new garbage can. May the trash be with you. Okay, let's try this. There we go. Now, I noticed the tape was underneath here. Still pretty solid. I think it only caught the end. So what do you think? Not bad, eh? Pretty even looking. So now when it hits the pavement, it shall slide on the roof rails instead of ruining the paint job. It's already got a little mark here. Oh well. It's a monster truck. It's supposed to get marked up. I like it. These are definitely worth the money. RPM roof rails. They're about 15 bucks Canadian. Not too bad. Now I'm gonna try this on the truck, and the sun's out. It looks great outside. Maybe I'll take it for a little bit of a run. But thanks for watching.